Right now I feel I need a jarry. Too much bad hype on me need a jarry. Right now I feel I need a jarry. Too much bad hype on me need a jarry. I see they watching me. Why you there watching me? Just mind your business and don't worry about me. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Oh, oh, oh. Start the thing now. Play the thing now. You know you got some people just like to sit down and watch you. Hear this. You're like a spy watching me. With success come jealousy. You're like a spy watching me. With success come jealousy. Could anybody tell me what is bad I remedy? Right now I feel I need a jarry. Too much bad hype on me need a jarry. Right now I feel I need a jarry. Too much bad hype on me need a jarry. I see they watching me. Why you there watching me? Just mind your business and don't worry about me. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
Think a champion is defined not by their wins, but by how they can recover when they fall. Serena Williams. This is Get Real with Shameeza, and I'm your hostess, Shameeza Ali. Welcome. Welcome to season 7 of Get Real with Shameeza. Thank you to all of our supporters that has been there since we started day one. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all our guests. You are the reason we continue this show. Well, I know most of you look forward to our guests and their stories. This is some of the guests that you can expect to see this season on Get Real with Shameeza. Some of those guests are Bunty Singh, Adrian Dutchin, Joey Ramatar, Big Rich, Richard Singh, Chavez, Vibert Sibils, Chef Salma Hayek, Sandy's Backyard, and a few different ministers within the government of Guyana. With that said, tonight we have a giveaway, and our giveaway is compliments of Badesi Caribbean food specialist serving our community for over 40 years. It's a holiday box filled with goodies to make every meal a little sweeter during the holidays. And here is your chance to win that box. Season 6 finale was July 26th, and we spoke to 5 guests that night. Name 2 of the 5 guests. Again, season 6 finale was July 26th, and we spoke to 5 guests. Name 2 of the 5 guests. Here is a clue. We had 1 female that night. Tonight, we will have a candid discussion with cancer survivor Romola Prasad, and we will speak to the Jarry boss himself, A.W. Lyrical. But before we get to those, here is a message.
Kaichu Restaurant has been serving our community for over 25 years. We offer an enticing selection of West Indian traditional dishes along with a fully stocked bar. Bring your family and friends to our newly renovated dining room to celebrate your special occasion or event with us. We do catering and we also deliver. Kaichu has 2 locations to choose from. Support our community and eat local.
Hibiscus has been a flagship restaurant in our community for a very long time. Come dine with us and enjoy our excellent food, drinks and service at any one of our many locations. We are located on 12418 101 Avenue and 22113 Jamaica Avenue. Hibiscus at Elliott's on the Mile in Freeport is one of our newest locations, along with 12402 Rockaway Boulevard. In Guyana at 91 Middle Street, Georgetown. Bring your family and friends and come visit us soon.
If there's one place that makes hair removal a pleasant experience, it's the Sugar Bar NYC. Specializing in the art of body sugaring, utilizing a sugar gel for the most gentle, organic hair removal. Our method of hair removal is all natural. The paste is just sugar, lemon, and water. We also have specialized in acne, scarring and hyperpigmentation treatments. We provide sugaring services, waxing services, and laser hair removal services. We also provide body contouring services, Botox and fillers. Flamingo Restaurant and Mantra Lounge. We are NYC's premier Caribbean restaurant and lounge, specializing in authentic West Indian, Chinese, and Caribbean cuisine. Open every day for lunch and late nights. For delivery, find us on Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless, and DoorDash. Visit our rooftop lounge upstairs on the weekends for a fun-filled night. We cater and take bookings for private events. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Flamingo Mantra. Our address is 120-06 Rockaway Boulevard, telephone 7188351000.
Welcome back, everyone. She is resilient, compassionate, and a true fighter. She fought cancer and is now using her time to spread awareness. Please welcome Romola Prasad.
Good evening,
Romola,
everyone.
welcome. Thank you so much for being here. How are you
Thank
feeling
Shameeza.
today?
Excellent.
Well, we know October is Cancer Awareness Month, and for the last few years, you have recovered, but you have been spreading awareness. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your fight with cancer?
My fight with cancer was not easy, and still it's not. I'm in my 5th year, and every day continues to be a struggle. Cancer, you need a village to help you. You need family support. It is one of the things that help tremendously. And many patients and victims like myself take a longer process of healing because of not getting the proper care. I'm in my 5th year and I still don't have fingernails, as you can see. It's just the skin. So simple washing my dishes, my own dishes, it's a struggle for me. I have to depend on everyone to do things for me. So when a lot of people compliment me and say you're doing well, you look beautiful, I would laugh because my life now is just a beautiful shell.
It is.
It's not.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Now, let's go back to the day you found out. What was it that day that you just knew that something was wrong? Because I had a conversation with you earlier, and there were a lot of things happening in your life around that same time. And only to find out you were not well, had a fever, no previous symptoms, right? And went to the doctor. Tell us what happened.
So 2016, I did my mammogram and everything was perfect. 2017, my son got married. So we were busy. I lost some weight. Well, obviously, we were busy making preparation for his wedding.
Right.
So I was like 130 pounds. So I was healthy, no symptoms, no nothing. But I was having a bra issue. So I thought my bra issue was because I lost weight. So when I go to the store and buy my bra, it fit well. It's perfect. But then when I come home, 2, 3 days after that, I'm having the same issue of my boobs not fitting right in my bra. So I ignore it. I thought it's the laundry. I thought quality. I thought I fall between two sizes, things like that. So 2018, February the 14th, my husband was a little extra romantic and I feel pain on my breast, my left breast, and the pain turned into a fever. So I called my doctor, I went and do my normal physical. The doctor examined me, everything was perfect, but with a physical, simple doing this, she didn't feel it. Seriously, she did not feel it. So if I did not listen to my body, the following year, my stage 2 could have been stage 4 because I just did a physical and I complained and she did a thorough examination. I came home, my pain continued, I start to get fever and then I feel the lump. I there and then call it in and they did the necessary paperwork and referral and I went and do my mammogram and right away it showed up. Within 6 days, I lose both of my girls.
And
I didn't get to think or to cry.
you didn't get to think or to cry, right?
No,
For
even
anyone
my
that's listening right now, you just lost both of her girls, right? And she didn't get a chance. Like it just happened. Everything happened. Can you imagine the feeling at that moment that, hey, suddenly this is happening to me, right? 1 year you missed your mammogram and suddenly this is happening to you. So you did the surgery and it was successful, and now you're in treatment. What was your support system like? Because I know you mentioned at the beginning it takes a village when you're battling cancer. What was your support system like?
everyone became busy. And I don't have family member here. I don't have a sister. My brother is back home. My mom is back home. I don't have close aunt and cousins. So it was very hard on myself, my husband, my 25-year-old son. He had just got married, and my daughter was 11 years old. It was very hard. It was
And
very hard.
so you're going through all of this, right? You're dealing with this. You're recovering from cancer and you have no support but your kids and your husband, which I know 11-year-old and 25. I think your son you mentioned was just married, so he has his own life at this point, and here you are all alone and there is no one. Was there any help in the community whatsoever? Did you look for any help in the community?
Help. I seek help. I made my story public. I seek help. I call out to my pundits. I call out to my temple. I call out to my friends. I post up when I need food because it's very hard on my husband. And I keep telling my husband, babe, it's not I have cancer. It's us. No, no one came. You know
And
who
what was,
came?
yeah,
You know who came? People that I don't know.
that was your support system?
Strangers came. There's Perfect strangers call and cry for me and beg me to live. Um, when I post my story, I would go with 120 comments and beyond that. And it's all customers and people that don't know me personally. The people that are close to me didn't even write Ramola. I'm just one phone call away. Everybody was busy.
And I know I asked you this earlier too. You mentioned that you did have friends before the cancer, and once you found out you had cancer, all those people were gone. You didn't know who they were anymore. They abandoned you.
Yes, very true.
Um, Now you I know your battle 5 years, and here you are. And speaking to you earlier, I found you to be one of the most positive persons that I've ever spoken to. How are you able to stay so positive despite everything that you're going through right now?
I did a lot of good in my time. I did a lot of good for everyone. I'm a giver, not a taker. So, like when a perfect stranger is stepping up and help me now, I feel blessed that they are awakening because I feel the people that was taking from me, they are just takers. And I'm very much awakened. So, with everything that I was going through, I wasn't crying. I was glad and happy that I'm alive and I'm seeing these people because I felt at that time when I was diagnosed that if I die, my daughter was going to grow up in a safe environment. And seeing the true color of people, I fought harder for my life and I pray harder.
Wow. Seeing the true colors of people, you fought harder because you know there was no one really there to protect your daughter or to be there for her. that
Yes.
that for me, that's strong. That touches really, really hard.
And this is a story of many women. When they fall, then they know their true friends. Once we can laugh and talk and give and show up, the world wants us.
How difficult has it been on your husband? Because it seems like he's been your main supporter during this entire time.
It was very hard on him. It was very hard on him. Um, Without him, I was gonna die because people just come and go, and he's be angry when I say it, but I'm gonna preach it until I die. The mothers in our life was not there, genuinely, and my husband stepped up, and he have been a mother and a father, a friend, and everything to me and my daughter. Without him, I wasn't gonna be here.
Well, thank you to your husband for being there. Again, sometimes that's the only support you need. And it means a lot that there was a man there by your side through all of it, to guide you, to cry with you, and to hold your hands during this time. I think that right there is
No, we didn't
key.
cry. There was no crying happening, no
No
matter
crying.
what.
He didn't cry. He was not a crier.
No, we wasn't crying. No matter what I was going through, we were
You were
laughing
strong.
and we hold on to each other for our daughter. And I look terribly. People body shame me because I lost both of my breasts. I gained in gigantic chemo belly. I gained weight on my butt. So I wouldn't say the animal because I don't want a name to left on me, but we make fun out of it. And I would dance. I started to dance because when these fat people with big belly dance, they look obnoxious. She would laugh and she would laugh. And she grew up seeing a funny mommy. She never saw my pain and what I was going through.
Wow. Now, a lot of women who has gone through the same thing that you have, they opt to have, uh, implants, something there to not make it so obvious, and more to feel a little bit more like a woman. And I spoke to you earlier. You said, Shameeza, I refuse to do that. Can you explain to us why?
So right now I'm not wearing anything because this is my body, and I breastfeed two of my kids, and I had two beautiful breasts. But my husband said to me, babe, think of them, not they're not good and they have to go. And by him supporting me of thinking of them that they're not good, they have to go, that itself was my strength. So I remain feeling beautiful, and I still feel like I still have my two beautiful breasts, and I don't wear the boobs. I only wear the boobs, the fake one, when I go around people that will be judgmental. And that's coolie people.
Our own
Other than
people.
that, I usually don't wear my
Got
stuff.
it. And through all of this, and I mean, it's a lot, right? And I commend you for taking that chance and say, you know what, this is who I am. I'm going to remain the same way. I'm a beautiful woman with or without these breasts. When I had them, they were beautiful, but without them, I'm still beautiful because I'm a kind, beautiful woman inside out, and that's all that matters.
All that matters.
If you had to go back and change anything about your life, what would you change?
Walk away from toxic situation. Anything that causes you pain and stress, it don't worth it. And if you to struggle in this lifetime, struggle alone. Don't struggle in a toxic environment. Stress, for me, I believe stress play a major part in triggering out my BRCA cells that causes me cancer. I had a very hard life. So with cancer, when that hit me, I was smiling throughout because I say to my dear God, maybe this is what you have for me, but I'm not ready to merge with you. I have bigger plans. And my bigger plans is to be with my daughter. That's the most important thing to me, not anything more.
And so with that, you've been fighting, you've been there for her, and you continue to fight. What is next for you, Romola? As you get stronger and you're building yourself, you're building your stamina, what are you planning? Like, what do you see your purpose is? And I know bringing awareness is one of those things, but is there anything else that you'd like to see happen?
So I had made plans that if my daughter go away for college, I was going to move with her. That was my plans. But she stayed in New York. She's going NYIT. My plans for the future, I want to filter out all my goods. I sell Indian clothing, and I have bigger plans. I want to be a fashion designer.
Fashion
And
design.
yes, I want to be a fashion designer. I'm good with my hands. I'm good with drawing. And I look at this is something I look at everybody. I look at them and I see all the faults on clothing and makeup and hair and all of that. I want to be a person to invent something. Well, I have been working for the past 2 years on some female bra for cancer patient. Cancer patient, they all have something named lymphedema issue, and they need extra straps to the side here for women that don't have boobs. So most bra come with the extra piece to put in the insert, but they don't have enough to the side and they don't have the back support. So they have to buy extra, like a vest to be an extra support, which would not accommodate the front here, the boobs, and there isn't enough support to the side. Even a normal person, like a heavy girl, she have issue with the side, the lymph nodes. So I have been working on some stuff of creating, and I'm busy sewing and cutting material and fixing it and wearing it and donating to my cancer friends. And they are saying, Romola, this feels good. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be an inventor soon and a fashion designer. And all of these are the things that I want for my heavy ladies and my cancer ladies.
Well, looks like you'll be back very soon to tell us more about that. But Romola, tonight, before you leave us, what is your message to everyone watching, men and women?
Um, I learned two beautiful sentences, and I would like to share it with each one of you. It's no and stop. No is a complete sentence. And if you go to a party and someone forcing you to drink, no is a complete sentence. This is for young girls, this is for men, this is for women, that a man making sexual advance, a friend forcing you to do something you don't want to do or eat or indulge in. No, no, and stop. Two complete sentence by itself.
I
And
hope
everyone should coordinate that into their life.
so. Those are the words, ladies and gentlemen. No and stop. They're complete sentences. They're not just single words. So when you say those words, say it with power because it's a complete sentence. And if you say it in the right way, it means a lot. With that said, Romola, we have a lot of beautiful comments for you tonight. I hope you can take a look at it. So many well wishers, so many people are proud of you. And I want to thank them for taking the time to be here tonight and to listen to your story and to, give you the respect and love that I see here tonight. We see you guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for all your positive energy. Ash, thank you so much. Sandra, good evening to everyone joining us. We truly appreciate your kind words. I will ask you tonight, as you lay your head on your pillow to sleep, please say a prayer for Romola and also for our brothers and sisters, all the children in Palestine and in Israel tonight who are all suffering. We go to sleep, they don't. So I'm asking you, say a prayer for everyone tonight. And with that said, guys, here is a message. Thank you, Romola.
Thank you.
Kai Chu Restaurant has been serving our community for over 25 years. We offer an enticing selection of West Indian traditional dishes along with a fully stocked bar. Bring your family and friends to our newly renovated dining room to celebrate your special occasion or event with us. We do catering and we also deliver. Kai Chu has 2 locations to choose from. Support our community and eat local.
Hibiscus has been a flagship restaurant in our community for a very long time. Come dine with us and enjoy our excellent food, drinks and service at any one of our many locations. We are located on 12418 101 Avenue and 22113 Jamaica Avenue. Hibiscus at Elliott's on the Mile in Freeport is one of our newest locations, along with 12402 Rockaway Boulevard. In Guyana at 91 Middle Street, Georgetown. Bring your family and friends and come visit us soon.
If there's one place that makes hair removal a pleasant experience, it's the Sugar Bar NYC. Specializing in the art of body sugaring, utilizing a sugar gel for the most gentle, organic hair removal. Our method of hair removal is all natural. The paste is just sugar, lemon, and water. We also have specialized in acne, scarring and hyperpigmentation treatments. We provide sugaring services, waxing services, and laser hair removal services. We also provide body contouring services, Botox and fillers.
Flamingo Restaurant and Mantra Lounge. We are NYC's premier Caribbean restaurant and lounge, specializing in authentic West Indian, Chinese, and Caribbean cuisine. Open every day for lunch and late nights. For delivery, find us on Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless, and DoorDash. Visit our rooftop lounge upstairs on the weekends for a fun-filled night. We cater and take bookings for private events. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Flamingo Mantra. Our address is 120-06 Rockaway Boulevard, telephone 7188351000.
All right. So we are about to bring on the Jare boss. But before we do that, guys, I do want to tell you that we have some amazing stories that we're going to share this season. All I'm asking you to do is please share our live on Wednesdays with your friends and family. Share the stories with them because it's stories that can inspire, it can uplift, and it brings awareness. So that's all I'm asking you to do. So this season is going to run starting tonight all the way to the end of December. And we have some incredible guests. Some of them have been here already on Get Real with Shameeza, and some of them are absolutely new and they have some amazing stories to share. So please continue to share the live with your friends and family. And if you guys have suggestions on any guests you'd like to see here on Get Real with Shameeza, please send me a message. Any stories or any topic that you find of importance, please reach out to me and I will try my best to incorporate all of those things with the current stories that we have. All right. Good evening, GT Granny. I hope you're doing well. Next week, we do have a special. It's a Halloween special, and it will feature Ken Ramprasad and Radhika. The two of them will be here to tell us zombie stories. So you guys know our Halloween specials are usually the ones that we talk zombie stories and just, go back to our childhood back in the Caribbean. Well, we're not from the Caribbean apparently, but we go back to our childhood where grandmas and grandpas sat down and told us zombie stories. So we will revisit those days next Wednesday right here on Get Real with Shameeza. So grab your friends and family and let's do that next week. We have some very, very exciting things to share with you guys in the upcoming shows. So please stay tuned for that. And with that said, we're going to take some of the comments right now. Davy says we need more than Jari. Absolutely, we do need more than Jari. There are other things, and hopefully, Jari Boss can recommend some things that we can do other than Jari. Maybe he has some remedy for us. I don't know. We'll find out in just a little bit. Who do we have? Let's see the comments. Anita says, well, she was tagging someone. Good evening to you, Anita. Lena says, my sister, I wish you all the best and congrats to move on your positive journey in life. God blessings always. I'm sure Romola will be reading these messages and she will, respond. Victoria, thank you so much, Victoria. As I hear good night to you too. You're watching from Toronto. We love our viewers in Toronto. Please, again, share with your friends and family. My dear friend Navin Singh is here. Good evening to you, Navin, and your family. Sandy Ramlal, good evening to you. And for everyone joining us, tell us where you're joining us, where you're joining from right now, so that we can make sure that, we're covering all the different areas, because we're supposed to be in Guyana, Trinidad, New York, the US, Canada, and a few other countries. So we want to make sure that our coverage is still there. And if you're listening to us on Island Zone Radio, good evening to all of you amazing people, especially my dear friend Romola. And so, with that said, guys, we are ready for the Jare boss himself. He has an incredible story of rags as to how to Jare. How he did it, we're about to find out. Please welcome A.W. Lyrical. All right. So he's leaving, he's giving us some trills right now. So we'll wait a little bit longer. Good evening to Veronica. It's always a pleasure speaking to you and having you join us. Hasina, good evening to you. You're watching from Queens. All right. So please welcome A.W. Lyrical.
Hi dear pleasant good night,
And
pleasant night, good night, Miss Shameeza.
was this
And all the
intentional?
viewers.
We were waiting for you for a little while. Did it?
Last moment how this internet does act up, man.
Oh man, I know, I know. How are you doing?
I am good, so tired, so busy. Man, I love it all. But once you do what you love, you don't be that real tired.
And that's just one little thing. As long as you get on good Jerry, you could be all right. So
Oh
so
god.
introduce yourself. I know you grew up in on the island of Legwan, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself and you're growing up on the island of Legwan.
Well, yeah, I born at the Legwan Cottage Hospital. It's a very small island. I love my Legwan island. Big up to the Legwan people, them. I've lived there 15 years. It was a really part. I think that was the hardest part of my life because I was brought up without parents. It wasn't an easy part for me to come across, but I've made it. And I could say all of that, all of the situations and all of the experiences I've had from the past 18, 19 years have definitely molded me into a better individual today.
And speaking of your parents, it's said that your parents kind of disowned you. Is that true? And what happened?
Yeah, it's not something I like to talk about because it kind of act up a certain way towards inside feeling. But yeah, at the age of 2, I was disowned by both parents, my mom and my dad. Mother and father both disowned me, turned their back on me, and I don't. Growing up, I never knew what it felt like to be loved by a mother or a father. That's something else.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure your fans and you have people now in your life who love you so much that it makes up for a little bit of it. It can never make up for the full parenting love. So
Oh, definitely. I must add and say thank you to the people who's been there filling those gaps. Um, Strangers have become family, and family has have become strangers. This is funny, but it's facts and it's truth.
and I know earlier I was going to introduce you and say from rags to riches, and you said no, 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 no riches. So I had to say from rags to Jerry Boss. Is there a reason why you don't want to be affiliated with that term riches or rich?
Yeah, because I've grown up, I've learned a lot, and I see. Well, it's not a bad word, but I don't want to be addressed as that because that term came about. I had won the carnival chutney competition in 2022, and they did a by you and me, and the state from rags to riches because they knew my story. And I don't like the concept because the only place I'm rich should be in my heart and the way I treat others. Finance
Absolutely.
Financial is material things because that's just material possession and that don't make you rich. The way you treat people and the mind and the heart that you have, that makes you rich.
Absolutely. And I was actually there that night when you I think it was $1 million, million Guyana dollars that you won.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
It was a
I
good
was
feeling.
actually there. I was there, and I spoke to you that night, and I remember, all the emotions and everything you were feeling at that time. And I've watched you over probably the last year or so grown into the man that you are. And I'm very, very proud of you. Tonight, we've had two very inspirational guests, Ramola, who's watching us now, and now you.
Yeah,
You guys have shown what it's like to go through the worst things in life, right? She battled cancer.
definitely.
Go ahead.
I would say 90 to 95% of people that have went through what I've went through would have given up on life, because I'm not ashamed to say this, Shamiza. This is facts. There's some nights years ago, like maybe 9 to 10 years back, even 12 years back. Before I go to sleep, I didn't have a meal to eat. You know what I used to do? I used to pick a guava up on a tree or pick two coconut and drink it to fill my belly before I go to sleep.
Wow.
And sometimes when I sit down today and think how much God have blessed me and what I've brought to this world and put on the table, it's outstanding. So definitely, even if you are broken or people try to break you and people tell you can't do it, you believe in yourself, because once you have health and strength, and I'm a testimony to that, once you have health and strength and you believe in yourself, you can go towards anything you want to. Believe me.
What a way to start off the season premiere. I'm like tearing up first with Romola, now with you. You guys have me tearing up. I am truly happy, but I am grateful that I get to see guys that are so inspirational, that bring so much with so little. And you guys, Romola, you guys have definitely set the bar high for this season. So thank you so much. Now, you are one of those people who's very, very talented, right? So one is that you grew up with not much, but then you took whatever little you had and you made yourself. Music is your passion, right? And you believed in yourself when it came to your music, and you just took that and you made the most of it. How difficult was it for you, not having
Mm.
much and knowing that you love music? What was that like for you?
At the age of at the age of 13 to 14, I had a good friend that told me one thing, and he said, I want you to remember this. Take what you get until you get what you want. And I
Wow.
always kept that at the back of my head. And even 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 if things didn't work out the way I wanted it, I was still satisfied, and I still continue on doing what I wanted to do. And one thing led to the next. I mean, I started off in the lowest and most smallest way possible. And today I proudly say I'm on the grandest stage of them all,
You
because I
are, and
believed in myself. And um,
you,
sometimes I want somebody pinch me. I can't believe
well, yeah,
what's
for anyone
happening or what's
who
going
doesn't
on.
know, you're booked almost every single weekend. You've been
Oh
booked,
yeah,
not only in Guyana, but you're here in the US on weekends. You come over here, you're performing here in the US, you perform in Guyana. Um,
yeah. I was privileged to travel to Suriname. I performed in Suriname. I performed in Brazil.
right.
I performed in St. Martin and New York as well.
So, for anyone that's listening and they're telling themselves, I can't do it, here is a guy who did it and he continues until this day. If you were listening earlier and you saw the story of Ramola, these are people who didn't give up. So, please don't give up. There is hope as long as you keep going. Now, Lyrical, we have to hear you sing, right? I know everyone's waiting for you to sing Jari, right? But before we get to that, like that's a song that a lot of people know you for now. But prior to that, you've been singing for a while. You've been singing different genres of music. Can you give them a little bit of what you normally do?
Well, yeah, of course. But before I get to that,
Yes.
the Jairus song, I know it's everybody' favorite right now, because it's such a catchy phrase that it's commonly said every day. People want, I need some Jari, something wrong with me.
Hmm.
Um, and then it also states some good message that you should treat others the way you want to be treated. And also, when you're doing good in life, people will only criticize you. Um, if you're nobody in life, nobody pays you attention. But from the time you start to do good and you're getting up, attention is on you, and people have the words to say. I want you guys to know that. Keep believing in yourself and doing you. Before I made the Jari song and it became my first hit and gone viral, I I performed on a lot of events. I did a lot of shows. I did a few songs that wasn't much recognized. They're nice music, yeah. People love them. But I think Jari is the one.
Jara is the one.
Jari is the one. Everybody
Jara is
wants some
the one.
Jari.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about Jare when how you came up with the concept and all that. But I do want our viewers to see what is it that when I asked AW Lyrical to be on the show, the reason, the talent that I saw in this young man that they haven't seen yet. And just so you guys know, Jare has hit over 1 million views on YouTube. I think it's like 103 million or something at this point. It's just climbing and it's
Yeah,
doing
we're
great.
at 1.3 million.
Congratulations.
That's amazing. That's a blessing. Like I tell you, Shamiza, I mean, where I come from and where I am today, um, I know it's real, but like knowing that I've come so far, I've struggled so much, I've broken through all of those caution signs, I've come through all of those hard times. Like I can't believe that I actually did it, you know?
Yeah. And you're telling the story here tonight on Get Real with Shameeza.
Oh yeah. I want
Yes,
people to know that you can be anything, even if you don't have nothing. Use what you have, even if you have your voice, your strength. It doesn't matter. Use what you have, and it will take you to somewhere else until you get where you want to be.
all right, we're ready whenever you are. Good evening,
Okay.
Amanda. Good evening, Anita. Good evening to all of you amazing people. Betty, Chris, Mona Lisa, Jai, Nad. Good evening to you. Guys, check out Nad. I think this weekend she has a special menu available. She provides Surinamese food here in the community. So if you guys are craving some Surinamese food, you haven't tried it yet, please check her out. And also Amanda Mandy K Creations is taking orders currently for her Thanksgiving special. You guys reach out to her and place your orders. There is going to be a cutoff time. I think it's about a week or two before Thanksgiving. She cuts off all orders because the
Yeah,
cake
I'm
has
gonna
to
sing that
be.
now.
You ready? Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah,
So
I see.
place
I
your
want to say
orders,
good night to
guys.
everybody in the live, all the comments. I see some people saying, "Sing." We want you sing.
Yes, they're waiting for you to sing.
So before I became the Jari boss, I was the crossover boss, meaning that I could have switched from one genre of song to the next. Like you could have switched from an Indian to a reggae, to a Spanish, to a soca, to a chutney, to a dancehall. So yeah, let me give them a little blend. Pretty much most of the guys locked in on the live are aware.
Let's hear it.
And these are some of my favorite songs. Hey, yeah, जब से तेरे नैना मेरे नैनों से लागे थे जब से तेरे नैना मेरे नैनों से लागे थे तब से दीवाना हुआ तब से दीवाना हुआ रब भी दीवाना लगी रे रब भी दीवाना लगी रे जब से तेरे नैना मेरे name से लागे रे. So we're just gonna do two lines, right? And then we're
Yes,
gonna go to a different genre.
let's do it.
Do you know this song, Shameeza?
I think
This is
so.
one of my favorite Bollywood music. Come on, guys, share the live button. Sing with me if you know it, right?
All right.
जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए जब कोई मुश्किल बढ़ जाए वो देना साथ मेरा ओ हम ना भाई जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हम ना भाई. So we're gonna
Wow.
take it into a different genre.
All right.
After this one, we're gonna do one more genre.
Okay.
There's a line, circle kind of line that never shone on me. I want my love to be to live with you, to live with you. And there's a way. Everybody said to do each and every little thing. But what good does it bring if I ain't got you? I ain't got you, and baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. All right.
Wow.
So this one here is entitled Risca Faca. This is a faja out of Brazil.
Okay.
So we give you a little
Interesting enough.
personality of
Exactly.
the genre. After this one, we're gonna get back to the convo.
Yes.
Let me turn it up a little bit. Hey, Risca Faca.
Ash, I know you're dancing.
Chiba, chiba, Jime Sime, Américo, Taxa, tomado cerveja. Jiba, jiba, Jime Sime, Américo, Taxa, tomado cerveja. Boy, sim, boy, sim. Risca faca. Bueno, risca faca, mera te conheci. Desejo, encher pra cara, trazendo para o dia aí. Poedores que a câmera te conheci. Desejo, encher pra cara, trazendo para o dia aí.
Wow. Wow. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Now,
Thank you.
let's get back because I want to get back to the music, but let me ask you this: do you believe in Barai? And if you do, tell us about a personal experience that you've had.
Um, well, on a serious note, I don't believe in it, but on a funny side, on a humorous side, I find it funny. Yeah, give me a good laugh.
So you tell me you never get Barai.
Nah.
Nah,
I have a
I
lot of
think
friends that tell me they get right, and
okay. So how did you come up with this concept? I mean, it's a very we've never heard it before, right? I mean, we talk about it. It's something that we all grew up knowing about, but nobody has sung anything about Jari before. And how did you come up with the idea to make a song
um,
about Jari?
well, after I made the first few songs that I've did, sat down and I said to myself, I need to write something that these people gonna like, something funny, something crazy, something they're gonna vibe to. Like, what's a common word that people use every day? Uh, what is something that they would actually find funny, and at the same time they would be synchronizing with it. and I came up with the term Jari. Like, and I constantly hear people saying something wrong with me. Me get bad. You gotta go. This it's two things to say. Either you gotta go to see wall and bed, or you gotta go get the Jari. So I say, let me go with the Jari term and see what's gonna happen. Man, it have it blown up.
It did blow up, and I mean, so many people I think can identify with, having a baray or their kids having a baray that they need a jari. Have you seen a jari being done before?
Well, I've seen it in a funny way. I mean, Shameeza, so far since this I released the song, whenever I go to a birthday or a wedding or even a show, these people has got the broom pack up waiting on me when I ready to
I think
perform.
you did a show in New York, and I remember seeing the broom,
Yes, someone. I
right?
went to Schenectady. A girl
Yes,
came with the broom to the show. I went to Amazura. A girl came with the broom. Um, yes,
Amazura. It was at Amazura when we did the one guy in a night, I think.
yeah. It's
Yes,
crazy. It's funny.
the
I
broom is
love it.
out.
I love the
I,
love, and I love how people just go with it and love it and find it something to make them happy.
Yes. And we never would I ever think that a song named Jari will be trending, right? It's like it's been there for months now, and it's not going anywhere, and people just love
Oh
it.
yeah. I mean,
Ash,
I must. Okay, I want to say something before I made the Jari song. Nobody. I mean, a lot of people didn't know me, and when I would go to an event to perform, people would know who I am until they see me performing. Oh, that's lyrical. But now, when I hear the Jari bass coming, the other night I went to a show, right? Sold out. And I was in the washroom. The male is right next to the female. And all I could hear in the washroom is, I can't wait to see the Jari man. I can't wait to see the Jari man perform. I was
ladies, the
like, oh my
Jari
gosh,
man
I
is
can't
here
believe it.
live, right? And what no, I did get this question. I had a few people who reached out to me over the last few days, knowing that you will be on, and they were asking, is he single? And I don't know. My answer to that was, you're not single.
Nah, I wouldn't say so. I'm not. Nah, I wouldn't say so. I'm single now.
Oh, look like you might need a jar if you say you're single. So we'll leave it at that. So guys, ladies, if you're listening right now, he's not available.
Um, so be- okay, so there's something I want to make to every announcement I want to make to everybody, all the fans locked in, or all the viewers and listeners. We have something big coming next week, Shameeza. Um,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be with Lyrical, the four-time Soca Monarch out of Guyana, and the three-time Soca Monarch out of Trinidad. It's coming big, and this is the first place I'm talking about it and exposing it. We're working on it. I don't want to give it out, but it's coming. It's gonna be released next week. I'm gonna call a name. It's gonna be Lyrical, Adrian Dutchin, and Ki.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's coming.
Some of,
It's gonna be
some of the
dropped
people
next week. Look out.
some of the people that we have lined up to be on Get Real with Shameeza this season. So guys, stay tuned for more about that. And the moment that everyone has been waiting for, it's finally here. I know you guys all wanted to hear him sing Jari. So without further ado, I give you the Jari boss. Whenever you're
Okay.
ready.
If I sing this song, I want these people who on the live start to dance.
Yes.
I don't want
And
them
the
to sit
only
down and just look at me singing. I don't like that. Any party you go, I just make they get up.
So I put some emojis that's like dance, heart, whatever I feel like doing right now. But we just need to know that you guys are
Yes.
enjoying this.
I want to see you give you a little thing to show me. So give you a little thing,
Yes,
now, man.
yes.
Hey, I want you to find somebody you know and tell them you need Jari. Yeah, I let me go now. Start this thing. Hey, let me get it real. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, 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 oh. Let's go right now. I feel I need a cherry. Too much bad I when me need a cherry. Right now I feel I need a cherry. Too much bad I when me need a cherry. I see they watching me. I know they watching me. Just mind your business and don't worry about it. Hey, 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 hey. Screw the ball for me. Screw the ball for me, Shameeza. If you're on the line, screw the ball. Hey, anything, man. Hey, jumping, man. Big up to the Blackbush people them on the line. I want you to listen to this. What you don't like for yourself, don't like it for no one else. What you don't like for yourself, don't like it for no one else. You know why they say that what goes around does always come back around. Sing for me, man. Right now I
Now I
feel
feel
the
I need a
jar.
Jare.
How much fun I want me need a jar. Right now I feel I need a jar. Right now I want me need a jar. I see you watching it. Why you there watching me? Just mind your business and don't worry about it. Hey, 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 hey. So this part tell you when you're doing good in life, how people look at you, how people sit down and watch you. You know what we sing for them? It's like put foot down and watch them. Now hear this. You like us by watching me. With success come jealousy. You like us by watching me. With success come jealousy. Could anybody tell me what is bad I remedy? I want to sing with me. Right now I feel like need a cherry. Too much bad I want me need a cherry. Right now I feel like need a cherry. Too much bad I want me need a cherry. I see they watching me. Why you there watching me? Just mind your business and don't worry about it. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah,
All right.
don't get me worked up now.
Oh my gosh, looks like you're ready to actually do a live performance on a huge stage right now. You're all ready to go, and our viewers are loving it.
There's
Lyrical.
something about me, Rachel Miza. Um,
Mhm.
and I know every for each and every one that have seen me perform, it's not about going out there and the money is the most important thing. For me, when I go on that stage and anybody that have ever seen me perform, it's about putting on a show. If I could leave my last breath of voice on that stage for those people, I would leave it. Some nights when I finish performing on that stage, I can't walk.
Wow, you give it your all.
Definitely.
And it was the last thing I was going to ask you before you leave here tonight. What do you want your legacy to be?
My
Your legacy.
well, definitely the story that I shared that never give up. Always believe in yourself and you can be whatever you want to be. Positively believe in yourself, and once you have health and strength, use what you have until you get what you want. Before I close it, I want to make a special announcement that I will be coming to Ocala, Florida on the 25th of November for the big Jari Fit show. Oh my God, it's going crazy. So much a message. Lyrical, are you really coming to Ocala? Yes, I'm gonna be there in Ocala. I'm gonna be in New York next week, but that's for a private thing. But I might be hitting a club to perform next week in New York as well. And I have some more events coming up overseas. This weekend I'll be in Essequibo. Next weekend I'll be in the Essequibo Expo. So it's a busy, busy rest of the year for the Jari. So if you need some Jari, make sure you follow the schedule.
Yes, and guys, please reach out to him. Make sure you're following him on social media. Make sure you follow Romola, who told her story earlier. Guys, show them some love, follow them. And if you have an event that you like to book, the Jare boss, please reach out to him or reach out to me. We'll make sure that we can get him booked for your event. All right. I'm sure you're booked out into 2024 right now, but
Oh
you know, if
yeah,
you guys are
it's gone
interested,
over.
please contact him. And to everyone watching here tonight, how can they contact you how can they follow you on social media, Lurko?
It's easy. AW Lyrical Instagram, AW Lyrical TikTok, AW Lyrical Facebook, and if you go on those accounts, you would see that my number is there and proceed from there.
All right. With that said, guys, tonight we learned a lot. You know, if tonight's show didn't inspire you, I'm not sure what will. I've learned so much from both of these people that we've had tonight, and season 7 has definitely started off in the right way. Thank you so much, AW Lyrical. I really
Thank
appreciate you being here.
Thank you
And
for having me, and Richard, like, thank you for having me and having me on your show. It's a privilege. I consider it a big blessing. It means a lot, and thank you so much. And for all the fans and supporters, I love you guys so much. And like I
oh,
said, without you guys, I wouldn't be lyrical. You guys are who I am, and I love you guys. And thank you so much, Shamiza, for having me.
my pleasure. And I look forward. I wish you the best in the future. I want so much success for you. And to my dearest sister, Romola, I want to encourage you to
Yes.
continue this journey. And to all of our supporters, thank you so much for the love over the last 2 years. Amanda, good evening, sending you love. And to everyone that's watching, until next time, stay true, stay real, and be yourself. Good night, everyone.
Love you guys. Bye bye.
Good night.